So you may be wondering where I am. I am on the floor, as an artist does. I had a little bit of a moment yesterday with the printer, per usual. I have farmers in my family. So the decline of farmers is actually affecting us in a negative way. Attempt 3. Good morning. It is currently Wednesday. I usually don't vlog in the morning like this because I'm working. I'm not at this moment and I kind of wanted to share something. So I was getting my coffee this morning and my breakfast. There's been this little mama bird for the spring having her babies. And there was like 4 or 5 little baby birds and they all flew the nest, and it was so cute to watch them just like literally in a week grow up into like these big birds all in this tiny nest. And then they just like one day flew away. This morning I saw her and I was like, what is she doing here? Her babies aren't in her nest anymore. And then I see her have like a bug in her mouth and she like flies over to her nest that she built and she goes and sits, and I think she's having more babies. I think she has more eggs in that nest right now, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It was the cutest thing ever. She tried to like build more of a nest too, and she was trying to grab this giant branch. She was like trying to pick it up. She has like this tiny little body. And she's like trying to pick up this ginormous branch, you know, for her size. And I'm like, oh my God, she's nesting, quite literally. But that was about the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, I also got another member in my mushroom club, which is super exciting. So I have only a few more spots left at this point. I kind of realized now that I don't have enough stickers for that person. So I have enough cards, because whenever I create my collector's cards, I do an entire page. I have like lots of those, but whenever I do my stickers, since there's 4 in every set, I can only create so many at a time, just because I like the stickers to be a little bit larger and they just don't all fit on the page. So I have to do, I think it's like per page I'm only getting like 3 sets out of it. So versus like the collector's cards, I'm getting like 10 or something. So yeah. Exciting. Do you like my ODEZSA shirt? I kind of like, it kind of faded in the wash, but I went and saw them last fall, I think, in Colorado. And I was like, dang, I really like Colorado. It's such a fun place. And then I was like, oh, it's really expensive here. So I decided not to move to Colorado because just cost of living is crazy in the United States right now, let alone like major places like Colorado. So, but anyways, this is one of my favorite artists, music artists. Speaking of artists, I have just finished an art history class. I think I'm actually taking another one this semester, but right now I just started my next 2 classes for the summer. I am graduating in December, fingers crossed. I'm just doing like random classes at this point. So in my session A class for the summer, I'm taking right now a sustainable food systems class and then a solar systems class. Both are kind of cool. I'm much more interested in the sustainable food systems because I have farmers in my family, and I kind of think learning more about how farmers have changed over the course of history in America and how the decline of farmers is actually affecting us in a negative way. Kind of crazy, kind of scary actually. I myself am not a farmer, but I wouldn't mind having a homestead at some point in my future. I had goats and chickens growing up, and that was my choice. My parents were not really for that. They weren't really interested in that. I was. I decided I wanted to have chickens and goats for some reason, and I did so much research as a kid, and I built the chicken coop and I built the goat pen and I like built everything so that I could have these animals, and I was in their pen like every single day. It was such a fun time in my life too, coming home from school and feeding my chickens and feeding my goats, but also just like laying in the grass and just like being next to them. But yeah, I used to have a YouTube channel where I would like post about my goats all the time back when I was like, I don't know, 16. So you could probably find that somewhere, but it's not like I do that anymore on this channel. But it's kind of funny how things have changed, and how much my joy for editing and filming is still very real. But yeah, I used to have those kind of animals. So that's kind of why I'm interested in that class, because I think it's a very real issue now within America. Is there going to be enough food to feed the population? And there's also that question of like, oh, are we having enough babies to sustain the amount of people here? Which is so ironic also, because there are so many houses going up. It's just taking away from agriculture land. The more that we grow and progress in commercial land, it's kind of scary. Why are we building more houses and building more things when we should really be focusing on the land that we have and making it more sustainable for the ecosystem? Forget the economy. Let's let's help each other out. But I think a lot of people my age and millennials, and honestly I think Gen X, have really pivoted towards this fantasy, this lovely life, this idea of having a homestead, which is so funny because that's kind of how I think people were to begin with. In the beginning, people had homesteads, they had farms, they had bigger families and compounds. And now that's the American dream, just like going back to that idea, which is so funny to me. Anyways, those are the classes I'm taking right now, which is kind of interesting. I think after session A, I'm taking another art and history class. I worked on school for like probably 5 hours so far this week, and I'm just waiting on responding to peers. If you've ever been in any sort of college recently, it's the stupidest thing ever in my opinion. You have to respond to 2 peers in order for you to get the grade. And then nobody wants to do anything until the very last minute. So then I feel like I have to do it all the last minute because I'm waiting for everyone else, trying to just work like a week ahead. So I never like come close to like missing an assignment. I'm about to graduate. Girl, I'm about to get out of here. I recently got some more paper. This is Red River paper. Not sponsored, but they by far have the best paper to print anything on. I was getting kind of low creating all of these new cards, so I bought a pack of I think 50, which is more than enough for a while. And then I got some new sticker paper that I kind of mentioned, and yeah. But on a little bit of a more fun note, last night I couldn't sleep because I have been thinking about getting a tattoo. First of all, fairy rings. I'm kind of thinking about getting a fairy ring right here, which if you don't know what a fairy ring is, it's just like a group of mushrooms that form in like a circle naturally. I just learned about that. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking about getting it like on my bicep, so like whenever I flex, like you'll see the fairy. I think it would just look so cool there. But yeah, I mean, I might honestly get this one like after graduation or something as like a present to myself. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get some nails because at my job I can't have nails. So hey guys, it is currently Saturday. I don't know how I feel about this combo, pink with the purple and the black, but it is what it is. Today I am actually going to be working on finishing the Shaggy Parasol mushroom collector's card and sticker set. I have just recently finished completely drawing everything and creating like actual visual characters. I just need to physically create them. It is coming up on June in about a week. Actually, I have all of my new mushroom members and previous mushroom members to send all of this to, so I'm super excited to do that. I'm also going to be designing like a little thank you note and a little description for this month, just because handwriting it has gotten like time consuming, especially with how many members I'm starting to have. So I'm super excited. It is currently 3 p.m. I went ahead and went to the gym and just got back. I think this mushroom is super cute and I'm very excited to show it with y'all today. Also, here is a little update. So this is the reality. Look at this thing. She climbs all the way from up there down here, and this is her newest little bud. This plant has not been very happy in the past, so I'm happy that she's taken off. Yeah, that's like no leaves at all. And then I don't know what happened here. And there she is. As for this plant right here, not looking too hot. I don't know why this fiddle leaf fig looks this way, but she's just not happy. So this one is like brand new. Oh, there's a little baby there. But I've just sort of like hooked it here on the shelf and it's curved with it. Anyways, let's get into some crafting. I'm going to be creating not only the card today, the stickers, and I'm gonna try to get everything 100% done. We will see, honestly. My stuff is being really stupid, so I'm trying to move from my computer to my monitor and it's like being stupid. So I keep having to like X out of it and then and now it's disappeared. So that's really stupid. What is this? Get out of here. So let me show you what's going on right now. This is Adobe InDesign. This is what I use to create my cards with. Okay, so I'll try to grab the top of this and like right here and pull it up, and then it wants to like do that. No, I don't know why it's being stupid. Hi, good morning guys. It is Sunday and I'm getting my period today. I got my Americano and that's why I have this on my face, the hormones. But yeah, this is an Americano. I put an obscene amount of creamer in it. Americano is just special shots, water. I really like the Chobani creamer. Big news guys, I just got another mushroom member this past week. And so I've been getting together the Fly Amanita one for the month of May because like week number 3 or 4 on May, I'm like, they might as well have it grabbed in the month of May. So I'm gonna go ahead and send it to them. I'm getting together my June one. I think I've probably filmed on here, like trying to get everything ready. So I actually tried out some new sticker paper and let me show you. They look really crisp. Like very, very vibrant. Look at that guy, he's so cute. Sticker paper worked out very well. But yeah, also another thing, I had someone that first joined my mushroom club reach out and say they didn't get the Fly Amanita, so I'm gonna send it to them again. Hopefully they get it. It's a really cute card and sticker set, so I hope it comes their way. It's in another country, so I'm hoping that I wrote down like their address correctly. Golly, you can see this from like miles away. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe you can't see it anymore. Can you see these? Yeah, I'm about to go to the gym here in a little bit, so that'll be fun. I did my hair today. Let me see. Does it look bad? I still have a bad haircut. I still have a bad haircut, but we're living with it at this point. But yeah, this is the update on the other card set that I've been working on. This is the Shaggy Parasol. So yeah, this is the card. I haven't printed out the stickers quite yet, but this is what it looks like and I think it's so cute. But yeah, I love it whenever my mushroom characters really come through and I start to create their character. Actually, it's so cute. I had a little bit of a moment yesterday with the printer, per usual. Actually, it wasn't just the printer, it was the Wi-Fi. So the way that my printer connects to my computer in the Cricut design program is through Wi-Fi, and it blinked yesterday, and so it printed it halfway through on my sticker paper, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I was so upset about that. With the sealant, I made the biggest bubble known to man, and I had to throw it away. You're done. So I had to step away for a little bit. I had to step away. Everyone needs the art in their life. Everyone needs art in their life. I don't know what that was. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. Ugh. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll just have my face here until it doesn't exist anymore. Attempt 3. Hi. I have a lot of stuff to do, and I thought I could film it. What I have here is a delicious spread of some DIYs. Can you see them? All of this stuff, and this doesn't even show the entirety of it. There's a bunch right here. This is all for my mushroom club members that I'm gonna send off this week. I need to basically glue the fronts and the backs of all my cards so that they don't look like this, they look like this. So that's the goal, that's what I have to do. And I thought I would just take y'all along with me, because that's kind of fun. I'm just going to time lapse a lot of this stuff. I think this whole entire set, I don't think I filmed very much. I was literally about to strangle my printer. It was just not working. My Wi-Fi has been blipping, and so it'll stop printing midway through and ruin some of my paper. So I'm kind of thinking I need to get a cord to attach directly to my computer so that's never an issue. It's just like in the middle. So yeah, I think I'm also going to post a video about like all of the flaws in the creation process. Hey guys, so you may be wondering where I am. I am on the floor, as an artist does, and I've been sketching. Recently, I have been selling paintings, some originals, and I mentioned that I might want to start painting again, and here I am. So basically, I have been making a bunch of sketches on my iPad and then transferring them to parchment paper and then sketching them on the canvas. I want the proportions to be correct, and I feel like that's something I kind of lack in. I just get so like sucked into how it looks that after it's finished, sometimes I don't really realize how it looks proportionately, so I'm trying to stick with that and get better at that. I have basically been creating the mushrooms that I've made with my collector's cards as mushroom girls, and let me just tell you, these look so cute. So I'm trying to also just go with like different body images and different body styles, and I kind of like it. It's kind of cute. This is the first time that I have ever traced with parchment paper. I mean, it does its job. I definitely think that there's other things I could have used. Like this is just basic like parchment paper. Yeah, let me just show you what I have so far. So I currently have completed 4. My goal today is to complete 5. So here it is, just a little sketch. I've actually created my very first mushroom boy instead of mushroom girls only. And this one is the King Bolete. And then we have the red chanterelle. Lastly, I've done the woolly milk cap. I think I'm gonna add some hair to her. Basically just been using regular old parchment paper, transferring it that way. So I think my vision for these paintings is to do like a block color in the background. I already have the colors and everything picked out. That's already been kind of created with the cards. It's just I'm kind of turning those characters into actual like other mushroom characters. More personalized, more human. Yeah, more humanoid. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I was working yesterday at my barista job, just like for the 8 hours I was there, thinking about how much I wanted to paint and how I wanted it to look and my vision. And it's really coming along. I'm really liking the sketches, at least. There's some that I'm like, I don't know about this. That's okay. It's just paint, it's just pencils. It's just so fun. Also, I'm rocking the shirt today. I'm gonna graduate soon, so hype. Kind of been super exciting this week to like have so many people be interested in my art and stuff. I need to still like edit my website and make sure that the piece that sold is like marked sold. It's not on Etsy anymore, but I do have like art prints for that. So that is the update that I have now. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Holly. I am with the brand Susrooms that I created. I make sometimes sus mushroom art, but I also have a mushroom club if you would like to join. I send out mushroom collector's card every single month with 4 specific kinds of stickers with that type of mushroom. You can also visit my brand new website that I created, susrooms.com. I also have an Etsy shop where all my products are linked from my website. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube or YouTube Shorts because I post very frequently. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in next episode.